This week in Hypixel Skyblock, a few things happened, and in this video I'll be covering most of them. Last week's alpha changes have been added to the main server. Now if you haven't seen last week's vid, here's everything they added. First, they've added the Year of the Seal, where you can now drop bouncy balls from fishing, which you can bounce on your head to get fishy treats. Now there are two types of bouncy balls you can get. The small one that you can bounce solo, or the big one that you can share with other people. Also turns out they are capped at 20 treats at 51 bounces. Now you can give the treats to Lucas to get different items, like a new necklace and talismans. That boost your chance of getting sea treasures. And they also give sea creature chance, which especially for the necklace makes it kinda counterintuitive. And honestly, the Thunderbolt necklace is a lot cheaper. They also added a new enchant that reduces the damage you take from sea creatures, the Seal Street Bag that can be used to gamble. Basically, it allows you to get baits or enchanted fish. Speaking of baits, they also added a new one that allows you to get more sea treasures. There's also the new fishing minion upgrade stone that allows you to get the T12 fishing minion, the clay minion upgrade stone that allows you to get the T12 clay minion, and speaking of clay, there's a new enchanted clay block. And finally, they have also added the new seal minion skin. Now the admins were planning to add a different animal event every year in a cycle of 12 years. But they are not ready yet. So we'll have the Year of the Seal for 6 years and the Year of the Pig with shiny pigs for the other 6 years. If you want more information, you can check out the redstone torch thing. Beyond that, they've added a lion monkey skin, which everyone loves. There's also a bunch of new cosmetics. But yeah, most of them are pretty unless you're really into black and golden. Except for the heart splasher rune, which might be pretty expensive in the future. Also, all these skins will be available until the 22nd of March. Also, it's not a one-time thing. The skins will be coming back next year. Beyond that, the Necron ladders and Diana bookshelves are now a one-time consumable item, which will allow you to gain the bonus permanently. You can also buy them from the Shen's auction for 75 mil, and the Necron ladder now only requires 3 handles instead of 4. Now it's Hypixel, so every update has issues, and this was no exception. Now the biggest bug we had was that players were literally creating fishy treat sweatshops. Basically, it turns out that beach balls were getting stuck on cobwebs, and you could literally just stand below it until it bounced 51 times and you'd get your rewards. Also, according to some sources, the giant bouncy ball didn't have a limit, meaning you could literally get infinite fishy treats, making it one of the best money-making methods in the game. So the admins had to disable both balls until the bug was patched. And yeah, now beach balls will actually break when they hit cobwebs. They also nerfed the tidal enchant to give 2, 4 and 6% defense instead of damage reduction, which as you can see is literally useless. But it now gives 5, 10 and 15% defense, which might be better, but I can't tell. Also, fishy treats would not go into sacks, but it has been fixed. Also, for some reason, beach balls would reward double loot if they came into contact with the ground and wall simultaneously, but that has also been fixed. They have also implemented the other alpha changes, like they have shortened the length of the jungle temple parkour, and as you can see here, it now takes way less time to complete the entire parkour. They have also reduced the lava, so you can now escape easily, and even if you happen to die, you'll be spawned a lot closer, unlike before. But even after all these buffs, it's still gonna be a lot slower for the tryhards, as you can no longer break into the temple from the bottom, as there are now more bedrock layers. For the Lost Precursor City, they've improved the overall design for navigation and have added more automaton spawns. Similarly, they have also improved the Mines of Divan by making it easier to navigate and have removed some difficult to access treasure locations. The squeaky mouse mats, yaw and pitch have been changed. Basically, it's a lot lower now. Also, rabbits now give combat XP. Beyond that, they also fixed some old bugs. Like you can no longer use Hemoglass in the Wizardman Brawl. The super sharp and stabby Steak now gives a lot lower combat XP, and I mean a lot. The extremely real shurikens now no longer work in the garden or while guesting. Flamebreaker armor now works for Madame Eleanor's quest. The Golden Dragon's Gold Power perk now buffs Blaze Daggers in Auric mode. It still doesn't work with Katanas though. The Ravenous Rhino and Baker finally appear when Finnegan is mayor. You can no longer keep a Sky Mall perk for multiple days. They fixed the Golden and Diamond Goblins spawning outside the map. The Maniac Miner perk now caps at 1000 as intended. You can now fish up lava shells as sea treasures. You can also no longer upgrade multiple rune books, blood god crests, and trapper chests at once. I actually remember people upgrading Blood God's crest by filling up their entire inventory, but that's no longer possible. So yeah, it's a big nerf for those people. Also, there's a new insane money making method. The price of sealed talismans has gone up, and because of this, according to a Reddit post, you can make an insane amount of coins, as you can get about 20 fishy treats every 70 seconds, meaning you can buy 5 seal rings every 2 hours, which if you include the cost of beach balls is around 57 mil per hour. Now that's assuming you're not like me and can actually handle the balls. But if you want to try it, the best place is on the top of the dungeon hub that you can access by ether warping at these coordinates. So yeah, have fun making coins or losing them depending on your skill level. Now here's some fun stuff from my Discord. This is literally the bad GUI meme. I honestly can't tell if he got an overflux as loot share or got a double drop or it's something else entirely. But he's Iron Man, so It seems you can no longer buy the last potato. First it was the wood merchant and now this.
You can't keep getting away with it!
Here's some fun stuff from the subreddit. Back in my day, cookies didn't exist. I can't believe a screenshot made me feel sad. It looks really cinematic though. Iron Man luck is strong, but natural stupidity is stronger. Basically, the TLDR is get a life. But seriously, if someone is playing the game for hours on end, stop it. Get some help. Also, just below the post is a guy getting banned for 3 seconds. Ah, the weight of an average skyblock sweat. A post saying 9 just below. I can't make that joke. English-eyed nons be like, oh how the tables have turned.
They're probably looking for the giant fort.
Also, the next video will probably be on skill leveling. So I'm gonna spend a lot of time finding the best methods. So expect a video when it's done. Meanwhile, you can watch my last video on money making methods and a 6 million budget hype. Subscribe. If you also read upstairs, thank you for not more like this clip on left or never watch more the bar. So that's been on my movie on Discord. Don't know if you comment as I read all.